congratulations. How are you feeling? What's it like for you, Premier League champion?
Very, very happy, of course, but to a certain extent also quite unreal. Because you've worked so hard for this moment to happen, and when it then does happen, it needs some time for you to truly feel it. But the fans were so happy that it didn't take me long to understand what we've achieved together this season.
You take on a club of this stature and you walk through the door and you see the lads you now join. How long will it take to sink in on what you've just
Yeah, that is so special. The moment I knew I would become the new head coach over here, that's already a moment where you're so proud of, to be part of such a great football club. Then now to be part of the history of this football club is something I think I could have only dreamt of 2, 3 or 4 years ago. It's I don't know if it's funny or not, but I think it was 4, 5 or 6 years ago. It was the first time when I was here, when Pep Lijnders invited me. That was against Tottenham. I think they won that game 4-0, was somewhere around Christmas time. And we all know what happened around Tottenham 1 or 2 years ago. So now to win it against them is quite special. And this week, the one I was with was my sports director at Cambuur Leeuwarden, where I worked back then. He showed me that we were also visiting a match from the under-21s where Joe and Trent were involved in that game. It was, I don't know where they played, but it was in a small stadium. So yeah, special day, and not the first time I was here when we played Tottenham.
Can you describe what it was like first arriving at the stadium, seeing the scenes outside, all the fans, they start celebrating early really, and then at the final whistle when that relief, you're on the pitch, and the fans are singing to you. What was that like?
The only moment I was emotional today was when we arrived at the stadium, to see what it meant for the fans, what it meant for these people. For us to have a chance of winning it felt really special, but immediately it also felt like, we still have to do it. But I think everybody who was inside that bus felt if the fans are with us like they are, then it's impossible for us to lose this game of football. Yeah, and then during the game, after the game, it's been incredible how the support of the fans were and how our players played, and special to be part of this day.
Andy?
Arne, how will you celebrate tonight?
Probably with a glass of beer or 2, or maybe 3. If I'm correct, then there will be a little party over here with friends, family. Sorry, maybe not. And so yeah, the moment I leave this room, probably they're going to inform me what are the plans. And but I definitely know it's going to be special. But I think there's one more special moment to come, somewhere around the 26th. Yeah.
Well,
What did John Henry say to you after you won the title?
Probably congratulations. I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was special for them as well, I think, to be part of this moment. For them to trust me in this position. Maybe now everybody says, that's made complete sense. But the moment they signed me, is that the way you say it? Yeah. Maybe not everyone was as convinced as everyone is now. So that tells you also what a special club this is, and that they not always go for the maybe most simple or obvious choice, but they make the choice that they think is best for the club. And so it must be a special moment for them as well, second time in 5 years that they win the league also. And now to do this in front of our fans is special for everyone, including for them.
yes.
And you obviously had all your family here. How proud does that make you of your own achievement?
Very proud, but it's special to have them with me because my family, all of the families of the players have to make certain sacrifices if you do this job. Not only this season, throughout your whole career. Me, like you, everyone works really hard, but we're not always home. Of course, for me, my family was still in Holland, so it was in moments hard for me, but definitely for them as well. And then now to win it, I think then everybody feels that all the sacrifice, or all, but the few sacrifices we've made were definitely worth it. And then it's special that they can experience this moment as well.
Ollie?
It felt like a very classy gesture for you to thank Klopp when you got on the microphone. Not a lot of managers would have done that, I don't think. Why did you feel the need to do that?
Because of what he did when I arrived here, before I even arrived here. I think that is something not one manager ever did before. So that is what definitely helped me. But apart from that, he helped me even more by the team he left behind and the culture he left behind in that team. The quality the players have was, I think, obvious for everyone. But the culture of hard work, the culture of not only from the players but also from the staff members have been incredible, and that is one of the reasons why we could achieve what we've achieved this season. So yeah, for obvious reasons, I think it was a nice moment to thank him as well.
Matt?
Bill Shankly once said that this winning the league is Liverpool Football Club's bread and butter. Would you agree with that statement?
He was probably longer in his job than I was. He knew the club even better than I know it at the moment. But what I noticed from the first day I came in, that winning the league would be the most special trophy we could win. And yeah, I think I felt that throughout the whole season. Although we were all very disappointed when we were knocked out by Paris Saint-Germain, but we always felt there was a bigger goal to achieve. And to do that in the most difficult league in the world is in a period of time where it gets harder and harder and harder, probably to win it is very special.
James?
Arne, you did top the league since November. Was there a particular point along in that journey when you really started to believe yourself this day was possible?
Yeah, it wasn't today that the first time I felt like it's possible. I think we felt it is possible for quite a long period, but if it's possible, it's something else than that you will achieve it. So we knew, and we still know, how hard it is to win a game of football in this league. So that we were one of the teams that could win it, I think that was quite clear from maybe even from pre-season onwards. But then you need to have consistency, and that's difficult, but we had that. And that's the reason why we probably deserved to win it. If you have a margin like we have, I think it's fair to say that we deserved to win this league this season.
Last couple here, and then here.
I think you're the first Dutch manager to win the Premier League title too. How does that feel?
Special. Because the country I'm from has a lot of great football players, had a lot of great managers as well. Not all of them worked in England, so then it's also hard to win the Premier League if you didn't work here. But to be the first one is so special, because that will always stay the same, and especially then to win it at this club. And what I mean with that is with the history of the club, of course, but also if I would have taken over at a club that won from the last 5 seasons, won it 5 times in a row, people might maybe say, that's not such a difficult job to win it that. But that's not, although we won it twice in 5 seasons, but City won it, of course, the last few seasons. So it's special to be the number 1, and it's special to win it over here.
Arne, after such an amazing first season, how do you sort of reset expectations for next season? I mean, obviously it hasn't even sunk in yet, but how do you sort of build on this? Maybe are plans already in place for the summer?
Yeah, definitely. But I don't have to manage expectations, because the expectations at this club were always the same. We have to compete for every trophy, and that didn't change when I came in, and that doesn't change next season. We have a group of players that is able to win things, but we're not the only one. And there are so many great teams in this league and in the Champions League, so it's never going to be easy. But that we have to compete. I'm not trying to lower down the expectations. Next season again, we have to compete for every single trophy, and that's also definitely what we are trying to do.
Paul, better last one.
Are you in training tomorrow or are you not?
I don't think we are, no.
Thank you, everyone.
No, I agree.